His Excellency Mr. Albert P. Khorev, Ambassador, Russian Federation of Pakistan, Mr. Denis Nevzorov, Russian Federation Trade Mission Representative to Pakistan, Mr. Anton Vereshchagin, Third Secretary, Bilateral Section, Russian Embassy, Dr. Almas, Haider, Naqvi, Executive Director, Regional Rapport, distinguished guests and members of the Sialkot Chamber of Commerce, good afternoon. Your Excellency, it is a privilege to welcome you to Sialkot, a city whose economy thrives not on scale alone, but on skill, dedication and precision. I am sure that on your way to this chamber, you have already had the opportunity to visit some of our industrial units and projects of Sialkot Chamber, having seen first-hand knowledge of the craftsmanship, discipline and pride that define Sialkot's industries. Over the years, the Sialkot Chamber has emerged with senior Russian trade and diplomatic delegations, building a foundation of mutual understanding and shaping a more focused, practical dialogue between our business communities. Today's visit comes at a time when Pakistan-Russia relations are gaining renewed momentum, providing a chance to move this engagement from discussion to tangible results. In this regard, Sialkot's skilled workforce shares a natural affinity with the tradition of Russian workmanship, where excellence is shaped not just by machines but by the people behind them. At the outset, I would like to share a brief snapshot of our bilateral trade. Pakistan's total trade with the Russian Federation stands at approximately $252 million US, with Pakistan's export to Russia at $70.7 million US. From Sialkot alone, exports exceeded $31 million US, primarily in leather products, including musical instruments, gloves, protective equipment, shoes and saddlery, surgical instruments, sports goods, cutlery and crockery. While these figures reflect progress, but they remain modest compared to the real potential, Russia imports $6 billion US annually in these same product categories from global markets. Yet Pakistan's share remains limited despite having the skills and capacity to supply at scale. Excellency, trade potential does not convert into outcomes on its own. It requires supporting systems and creating private sector linkages. As you have already witnessed during your visit to Sialkot's industrial units today, this city possesses the technical skills, manufacturing depth and export experience to serve a much larger share of the Russian market in a reliable manner. It is our respectful submission that through your good office, avenues may be explored to improve Sialkot's market access to Russia. At present, several operational constraints limit direct engagement and bilateral trade with Russian counterparts. Banking institutions remain cautious in processing trade-related payments. Formal trade settlements mechanisms are limited. Logistics remain costly and indirect, and exporters operate without structured protection in case of trade disputes. These are not political issues, they are commercial realities, and commercial realities require practical solutions. We believe that even within current international conditions, structured approaches can be developed to support trade, reduce risk, and allow both sides to benefit from a relationship that remains far below its natural potential. In recognition of this strategic relationship, the Sialkot Chamber initiated Russian language programs last year in partnership with National University of Modern Languages for its members and general public alike, and we are continuing them this year as well. This reflects a long-term view that trade follows trust, and trust begins with understanding. Your Excellency, we meet at a time of evolving geopolitical alignments where trade is shaped not just by geography but by networks of resilience. I believe this foundation can be strengthened through focused study programs and cluster-based trade delegations from Sialkot, enabling our industries and academic institutions to engage directly and effectively. Even in the context of international sanctions, cooperation remains possible through direct trade frameworks, alternative settlement approaches, and structured risk management instruments that protect both buyer and seller. In conclusion, and with your permission, we will now present a short documentary highlighting the Sialkot Chamber's key projects along with the international brands and markets served by our manufacturers in surgical instruments, sports goods, leather products, and other items. I may end by thanking Your Excellency for visiting the Sialkot Chamber to have a discussion on issues of mutual interest with our members, courtesy Regional Rapport headed by Almas Haider. We earnestly hope that from this point forward, Sialkot and the Russian Federation will build a practical, results-oriented partnership, one that ensures efficient trade, secure payments, and predictable business outcomes. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. Dear Mr. Saedik Teshamazhar, the President of Sialkot Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Mr. Miyat Murat Arshad, Senior Vice President of the Chamber, dear fellows, colleagues and friends, representatives of business community of Sialkot city and the region, Salam alaikum and good afternoon. It's our great honor and privilege for me and my team of the Russian Embassy and the Russian trade representative in Islamabad to be here today in this very beautiful, hospitable, ancient city of Sialkot. We, since the very morning of today, we enjoy your warm hospitality and practical approach. And I would like to thank, first of all, the leadership of Sialkot Chamber of Commerce for inviting us to your city. I would like to thank Mr. Naqvi, who is the head of Regional Rapport organization, in assisting us to in making this very rich program today. We already had several meetings in Sialkot Airport this morning, in one of the best factories of producing surgical instruments, and we've got some feedback from your side, and we got some thoughts which I would like also to share with you a little bit later. I would like to start with the history of our trade and economic relationship. You know that Russia and before that USSR had some quite a rich history of relationship. In the 1960s, USSR was the country who assisted Pakistan in establishing Oil and Gas Development Company Limited. And yes, we found and opened several oil and gas spots, like in Toot, in Kutsara, in the province of Punjab. We also assisted, Moscow assisted Islamabad in building Karachi steel mills, electricity stations in Guddu, Jamshara, Muzaffargarh, and Multan. I would like to stress that for the last 10 and 15, maybe 10-15 years, the trajectory of our bilateral trade and economic relationship is rising. But yes, 2 years back, in 2023, we reached the trade volume of $1 billion US, and since then we keep this figure more or less within this volume. But I see that there is a great and untapped potential in this field. If both governments would succeed in removing the existing barriers, I think in several years we can easily double this figure, or maybe in mid-term perspective we can even reach, I think, $5 billion US turnover. The main mechanism of our bilateral trade and economic relationship is ICG, Intergovernmental Commission on Trade and Economics and Scientific Technological Cooperation. Several months ago, late November last year, we had the Jubilee 10th meeting of ICG being held in Islamabad. Probably some of representatives present here today participated in that meeting. This structure run by two energy ministries, Mr. Tsivilov from Russian side and Mr. Legari from Pakistani side. There was a rich cultural agenda, several agreements and MOUs were signed, for example, between Russian Standard Agency and its Pakistani counterpart, named one moment please, Standard Authority. Some, which is also very important, some MOUs were signed between media resources of two countries. There are 4 working groups functioning within ICG on investments, energy, education, and IT sector. We have also business council structure. Business council from the Russian side functioning under the cover of Chamber and Commerce of Russia. During this second ICG meeting, we have arranged business forum with the participation of 40 companies from the both sides. Of course, it's not enough, and of course we have to do more in this regard as well. And hopefully this year, 2026, we will have another opportunity to organize business forum in Moscow. I would like to share with you that two main Russian exports commodities are wheat and oil and gas. And we hope that we will continue and Russia is open and ready to continue this export to Pakistan. We would also to stress that pharmaceutical sector is considered to be very promising, and we are working together, Russian government with Pakistani government, to register insulin, Russian insulin, to get certificate and to which can open the opportunity not only for Russian export of insulin, but also to establish joint venture here in Pakistan in this regard. And there are some other pharmaceuticals. Maybe my trade representative will add more in this regard. We would like to know that we have very active cooperation between St. Petersburg International Mercantile Exchange and PMEX. It can be also used by the business communities of both countries as an effective tool for boosting our cooperation. We are focusing, and it was one of the main points of agenda for the ICG, to improve our financial and banking cooperation. We also have in mind barter scheme deals, and there is all legal conditions in this regard. I think one of the main flagship project of our bilateral relationship is, of course, Karachi steel mills. And it's politically, it's also a symbol of our bilateral cooperation. And recent years, we are focusing on the ways how we can revitalize this factory, and two MOUs were signed during last year of 2025, and we are very close for preparing feasibility study draft of this project. Hopefully it will be soon this year, even first half of this year. One of the problems we are facing is language barrier. And I am constantly getting signals from Pakistan business communities from different parts of your country that we should expand language courses, facilities, and I was really happy to hear today that Sialkot Chamber of Commerce is cooperating with Numel University. Russian Embassy and the Russian Consulate General in Karachi, where we have Russian House or Russian Center of Science and Education. We are trying to expand, to diversify geography in Pakistan of Russian language courses as wide as we can. We've already cooperating with another Islamabad University, Almas University. We also cooperating with Lahore University of Punjab. We have specially organized Russian language center in Lahore by alumni community of that city. We are now very closely working with Okara, with Faisalabad, with Peshawar and some other universities, and I would be more than happy if University of Sialkot or maybe some other universities of this region can also join this process. We have special programs, governmentally financed programs. The name of it, Russian Teacher Grow. It is not only for students, it is also very useful for businessmen who are interested to find new partners, to find new opportunities, not only in Russia, but the whole post-Soviet Union region, as you know, is Central Asian, is very interesting market for Pakistan and some other countries of Soviet Union. I would like also to draw your attention on a very positive moment of establishment diplomatic relations between Pakistan and Armenia, which opens doors for activization, for launching and developing partnership between Pakistan and Euro-Asian Economic Union, which consists of Russia, Belarus, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, and Armenia itself. And one of the common ways of cooperation is establishment of free trade zone, signing free trade zone agreement. So you are more than welcome in this regard. We also Russia supports Pakistan's interest in cooperation with BRICS and even joining the BRICS organization. And one of the first steps, as we can see it, would be Pakistan's joining New Development Bank, the financial structure of BRICS, which we hope soon will happen. We are also interested in cooperation in the field of energy, and one of the hugest Russian company, Rushydro or Rushydro, in Haider energy. High-ranking official from that company was also participating in the recent ICG and made a very interesting proposal for the consideration of Pakistani side. One of the very important spheres we pay attention is transport and transportation of our goods. It is we will also discuss this morning, and as a result of our meeting with the authorities of Sialkot airport, we decided to consider to work on the possibility of using air transport corridors, specifically Sialkot airport, as a direct air route between Pakistan and Russia. We agreed to work on it, and I think it looks very promising. Since last year, we are trying to launch a pilot railway transport delivery project. Unfortunately, because of some technical or security reasons, we still couldn't launch it, but it is our task for this year. We see that Pakistan can take an active part in this international transport corridor, north-south corridor. We also think about using Trans-Afghan corridor. Unfortunately, currently the situation, political situation, and security situation maybe is not favoring, but we hope that for the midterm at least it can become a part of trans-regional infrastructure between Pakistan and Russia. In this regard, I remember that during the visit of our Vice Premier, Mr. Agarchuk, September 2024, Pakistan officially joined the multi-dimensional international corridor linking Belarus, Russia, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Afghanistan, and Pakistan. So again, we have all the opportunities, logistical, and political I think, situation. I hope will be also favoring in this regard. The new and promising area of cooperation is IT sector, and Russian IT specialists, Russian IT companies are ready to come to your market, and they are also interested to discuss proposals from your side in this regard. And in April 2025, there was an agreement signed between Russian IT company Russoft and Sialkot from Pakistan, and Pasha from which side? From Pakistan, with two of your companies. So there is a, I think, wide range of dimensions, wide range of spheres where we can cooperate, and I think we can focus our discussion today on the factors which still prevent us to boost our bilateral trade and economic cooperation. And now I'd like to give the floor to my trade representative, Mr. Nevzorov, and later on I would be ready to answer your question. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, His Excellency. Now I request Mr. Anton. Yes. Denis. Mr. Denis. Please say a few words.
I will be shortly. Very good afternoon, dear friends. First of all, let me express my gratitude for your interest in development of cooperation between our countries. Pakistan and Russia have enormous potential of bilateral trade. Taking this opportunity, I would like to note the recent progress in trade and economic relations between our countries. Despite the fact that the situation of the world economy, sanctions and trade remains very difficult and uncertain, our economic and trade relations are developing steadily. As Ambassador mentioned, last month the 10th Jubilee session of the Islamic Russia, Pakistan and IGC was held in Islamabad. The attendance of the IGC business forum was arranged. More than 40 Russian and Pakistani companies working in the fields of energy, industry, IT, agriculture participated in the forum. The events were really productive. We are moving forward in many areas, especially in the sphere of industry cooperation. We are working hard to increase trade, reduce non-tariff barriers, and simplify custom procedures. We have some achievements, in particular in expanding cooperation in the field of pharmaceutical and medical industry, including the increase of mutual supplies of medicines. Also, it's not only insulin, it's against cancer and cardiological medicines and medical devices. Localizing of their production in Pakistan and establishing of joint venture. A number of bilateral documents were signed at the IGC. And also we are pushing the project of revival of the Pakistan steel mill and insulin production in Pakistan because it's really very important for Pakistani people. Russia is ready to extend to Pakistan its assistance in mechanization of Pakistan agri-industrial complex. Russian producers expressed their readiness to supply modern agricultural machinery and equipment, as well as any other machinery equipment that want for use in construction and food industry. In sight of Pakistan's interest to modernize its transport system, we are ready to offer a number of solutions in this sphere. We also have considerable potential of cooperation in the sphere of supplies of metals, fertilizers, and other chemicals. And I would like to take this opportunity to invite you to Russia to participate in the International Economic Forum, Russia Islamic World Kazan Forum. I will send profile, and as well in the main Russian Trade and Industrial Fair in April 2026 in July this year. Also, this is a protocol of IGC. I would like to highlight the main points that could be interesting for you as well. So, the site is not we should develop cooperation between small and medium enterprise authority and Russian Small and Medium Business Corporation in this year. The sites agreed to certify and facilitate registration procedures for pharmaceutical products, medical devices, surgical instruments of both countries, including joint venture projects with technology transfer. And also, decide to provide list of chemicals producers and its production to organize mutual supplies by second quarter of 2026. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. May I request Mr. Anton, Third Secretary, Bilateral Section President. We want to say.
Yes, dear colleagues, dear friends, thank you so much for your hospitality once again. As for the development of our trade and economic cooperation, yes, I would like to reiterate that the main plans and prospects are highlighted in the protocol of the 9th session of IGC, which was held in Islamabad on November 25th, 27th last year. For example, there are agreements that soon the two sides will establish two more working groups, a working group on pharmaceuticals and a working group on agricultural issues. We hope that they can be established in coming 1 or 2 years. And the first sessions will be held as soon as possible. Then, talking about transport field, yes, we are hoping for the launch of the test delivery of cargos from Russia to Pakistan and back this year. Therefore, Pakistan will be able to join the North-South International Transport Corridor. So it will play a pivotal role in positioning Pakistan as a regional hub in Eurasian region. And we have some new promising areas of cooperation, as His Excellency rightly said. One of them is ICT field. Because the demand for digital services among the numerous population of Pakistan, where youth dominates, is growing, and the Russian suppliers of digital solutions will be able to provide to supply to the local market their production, which is marked by its reasonable price and the high level of confidentiality. Besides, the Russian Federation possesses a huge experience in such fields as intellectual transportation systems, online trade, marketplaces, and information security. So they will also be profitable for Pakistan, we believe. And we also witnessing the good dynamics of inter-agency cooperation in the field of disaster management. For example, on the sidelines of IGC in November last year, the delegation of Russian Ministry of Emergency, who took part in the rescue operation in 2005, when when the devastating earthquake occurred in Pakistan, they helped the people of your country, and they again came to Pakistan to participate in this IGC meeting in Islamabad, and they met with their colleagues in NDMA in Islamabad, and moreover they met with the people they helped in 2005, and it was a really cordial meeting. So now the Russian Emergency Ministry and NDMA, they reached some agreements. They were also fixed in the protocol of IGC meeting. They are intended to conduct some joint exercises to exchange experience and to formulate the agreement basis for the cooperation. So I believe that our cooperation really has this great untapped potential, and we will spare no efforts in implementing it. Russia-Pakistani relations and friendship, Zindabad.
Thank you very much. His Excellency, may I have comments from your side for the barter system? You have mentioned that barter system is possible. So you or any of your members can explain this.
Yes, a barter system was very effective tool during Soviet times, and your Prime Minister, His Excellency Shahbaz Sharif, remembers it very well, and he was personally initiating this idea maybe more than 1 year ago, several years ago, when we faced this problem, how to avoid possible sanctions from our Western colleagues and friends who are actually pressurizing now Russia along with others, some other countries. Yes, we noted that you have agreed, I mean, Pakistani government accepted a law which provides all the opportunities for barter cooperation between Pakistan and I think three, if I'm not mistaken, three regional partners, Iran, Afghanistan and Russia. So from our side, I think we also still have some instruments, some body left from Soviet times, which can run this kind of cooperation. But still, several attempts, I think, made during 2024 and 2025 showed that this scheme is not solid. It requires some joint bilateral intergovernmental body which can coordinate and control this kind of cooperation. There were several, I think at least 2 barter scheme agreements between businessmen from Russian side and Pakistani side, which were signed, these agreements, at one of the business forum, I think, from your side, headed by Minister of Communication, Ali Khan, right? But it was not implemented, unfortunately, because of changing some commercial conditions. Price, maybe changing some prices. We live in very turbulent time. Nothing is solid and nothing is reliable in this context. In addition to that, I communicated with different businessmen from both countries, I had the feeling, had an understanding that barter scheme cannot cover all the volume, all the requested volume, which can address the current potential between our two countries. But still, we are not excluding this option. We have it in mind, and in case of some interest from your side, please let us know officially.